another time traveling adventure.
Yeah,
Yes. Well, you know, I have to get the time circuits ready and get them warmed up and get them ready to go. How many of you were here last week? Was you here last week? All right. How many was not here last week? Okay, well, I'm going to have to explain the situation, okay? We are going to go back in time again and take our buddy Jerry here to see a little bit of what has been going on with his good friend Dr. Dork.
Yes, because it furthers my research.
Yeah, further in your research, yes. Last week, I took you back in time to see little Dr. Dork when he was a little bitty boy, right? And you saw how he got angry and he wanted nothing to do with church, God, or anything else, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, now, this week I plan to take you back to a very important date. I have got the time machine set for that, but I have to set our teleportation machine right here to the destination of December. Oh, can't do it. Put in the time. Let's see, time circuit. December. Oh dear, malfunctioning here. Oh, help if I would plug it in, wouldn't it? Got to get it plugged in. Here we go. It's only the third time I've time traveled this way. Okay.
I hope it works a little bit better this time, Dr. Sparky.
There seems to be no sound coming from it now. There's some issues here. There we go. Something working. Gotta make sure they coincide. Very quiet. There we go. There. Okay, 12. Let's see. Gotta make sure I get it at the exact time and location. 12. There was just a second. Okay, and approximately 3:36 a.m. Okay. All right, time circuits are engaged now. About ready to go back in time, but for those of you that were not here last week, I must tell you the rules, all right? Are you guys ready for this? Now, we are getting ready to transport this entire room back in time. First thing I need to know, is there anybody gone to the restroom? Nope. Nope. Could you please shut the door? For your safety's sake, you need to remain in your seat at all times during the time travel. Because if you are to leave this room at any time, you could get left at a previous destination. We would not want that. If you walked out in the hallway, since where we're going to be is going to be in Dr. Sparky's or Dr. Dark's lab, if you were to walk out in the hallway, you would not return because we are going somewhere that you cannot go. If you take a look around you in the room, you will notice these colorful lights that are up here. That is my flux expander. It's what allows us to be able to take the entire room back in time. Anything that is within a 50-foot parameter of those will go back in time with us. But for safety's sake, we want to keep you inside the ropes because we would hate for part of you to get left behind, all right? So you must remain in your seat all times while we are gone back in time. We're going back exactly 1 year, give or take a few days. And I asked Short Circuit to not come with us because I'm going to take you to a place that I found during my time travels of exactly where Short Circuit and Dr. Dark were trying to steal my freeze ray gun. How many of you have seen my freeze ray gun? Okay, so I'm going to go back in time and show you a place where he was trying to take it. But there's a problem, you see. I have been going to church for a very long time and I pay my tithe. And God has blessed me because I'm a tithe payer. Does anybody know what tithes are? Oh, very
10% of your cash.
10% of everything that belongs to you belongs to God. And as a tithe payer, God has been truly a blessing. And God has blessed me. In fact, there was a time last year when we needed $10,000. Do you remember that election? We needed $10,000 to sponsor our project. And guess what happened? God blessed us and we came through with our $10,000. But your friend Dr. Dark, he not so much did see that. So, I need you all to stay still as we go back in time, and I'm going to take you to the moment where he conspired to take away our freeze ray gun and try to steal all of the glory from that. However, while we're back in time, remain in your seat. You will not be able to talk to them because they will not know that you're here because we are just traveling through time. All right, so everybody remain seated. Oh, and make sure that you stay in the room, okay? So no one in or out during this time because it could be very dangerous. Now, where we're going to be going, this is going to wind up being to them Dr. Dark's laboratory. However, we know that you are right here in the factory, but they will be oblivious to the fact that you are here or anything else is here, and that door will wind up being the door, the portal, into their lab. So, I'll need you two to step aside over to the side while I get the time circuits up and running. Are you guys ready to travel back in time? Yeah! Everybody understand that you will only be a passive observer. You'll not be able to interact with anyone else in the room. Is that correct? You all understand that? Yeah. All right. Let's get this party started. Time circuits on. Okay. There we go. That one's on. Very good. Oh, hit reset. Are you ready, kids? Should be going any moment now. See if we've landed.
All right, so you guys realize that we need to work on this plan, right? I've told you 1,000 times not to call me Darky.
What is it, Cuzzy?
Well, because of Dr. Sparky, he is getting the funding that he wanted to build this freeze ray gun thing. It doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
Well, it sounds great that he got his funding.
No, I've told you that too. Remember, we are working on being evil. You're not happy about it.
Trying to be evil?
Yes, try to be evil. Work on being evil.
That's not very evil.
That doesn't sound very evil. Try again for me there. One more time. Okay, maybe that's a little better. But anyway, so I don't really understand what we're going to be doing here because I don't get this. You guys understand? Dr. Sparky talks about all the time that he gives money to his invisible God, and then all of a sudden then God just magically blesses him with this grant to be able to build his freeze ray gun.
And why is that a bad thing?
Well, I don't understand it though because he's always getting these blessings that he talks about all the time.
What are our blessings?
Well, I don't know. He gets funding when he's supposed to. I don't. He gets people to like him. I don't.
That's true.
Hey, you just stay out of this, Bernice.
Dr. Darcy, we like you.
Yes, you like me. That's great. Okay, so anyway, then I don't get it though because he gets all of these good things all the time, and all he does is drop money in this plate or this bag, and he says he gives it to God.
Maybe we need to drop our money in that plate.
I'm not giving money to an invisible man.
Yeah, we don't have that much money anyways.
Yes, we're broke. That's what I'm trying to say. So I've got an evil plan that I'm stirring up in my wonderful, wonderful brain.
I can be evil. Tell me about it.
Okay, you're going to be working on being evil. Then we need to work on this then. So Dr. Sparky has got a freeze ray gun that he's invented, and it's supposed to stop things. When he shoots it at things, it freezes them solid, is what he's told me. But he won't tell me how. So anyway, what I figured is, since he won't tell me how, I'm going to steal it. I'm going to break into his lab and steal it.
That sounds like a good idea.
I know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It sounds like a really good plan. That's what we do when we're evil.
I can steal it.
You can take it?
Yeah, I can be real sneaky.
Okay, well just we're going to sneak into his lab.
Can I wear my jingle bells when I go?
No, you can't wear your jingle bells when we go. Besides, it's so close to Christmas.
It's Christmas. I want my jingle bells.
I told you this before. I hate Christmas and everything about it.
Yeah.
So it's...
We hate Christmas.
Yeah, you do too, but
I hate Christmas.
You know why though,
We're
right?
supposed to. We're supposed to.
Yeah, because every time Christmas rolls around,
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
yes, I lose my pants. But it's all Dr. Sparky's fault anyway. Every year it's all his fault.
I don't see him coming and pulling your pants down. But that'd be pretty funny.
That's not what he's doing. He's not pulling my pants down.
Then how's he doing it?
I don't know how he does it.
how am I doing it?
He's just involved in it every time. It gets on my nerves so bad every time, every Christmas. It's Dr. Sparky's fault.
It's all my fault. You hear that?
Yeah, so now we're going to go to the lab. We're going to try to steal it. But don't mess this up this time.
Yeah, don't mess this up.
Every time, it all messes up every time.
Always
Well-
my fault. Isn't that the way it always is?
So it's going to be you this time. I'm going to send you in, but don't do anything to mess it up, right?
Okay.
All right, then Bernice, you're just going to have to kind of watch her because she's learning, okay? All right, keep your eyes on her. And so anyway, we're going to go that direction. No, you don't have to watch me.
What he doesn't know is we're about to convert
So
short
now,
circuit over to
You
our
have
side
to go
at
ahead
this
and
point.
go over there and try to get into his lab, and we're going to sneak in. He's not there right now.
What if we see him?
He won't be there.
Should I
Go
stop
on.
the
I always wanted to try this.
He's preparing for this Christmas party that he's got. So anyway, we're going to.
We're not invited to.
Yeah, I know he didn't invite us, so it's all his fault again this year. He didn't invite us, so we're going to make sure that we get even with him this time.
Sure, we give me a present. How are we getting to that?
I'm not getting you any presents. It's not. Just go. Let's go steal the freeze ray gun. Come on, go. But don't mess it up this time. Last time you about blew me up.
It's always my fault, huh? He's always making the excuses. Let us get us back to our own time before we go through this. Let's see here. Oh dear.
What's the matter, Dr. Sparky?
I got a little problem. Hold on. Sure. You just go ahead and do your Dr. Dark work. I'll fix this. Don't worry.
He'll fix it. You'll see.
Try that. Oh, poo. I'll fix it. Don't worry.
Do you need me to do anything, Dr. Sparky?
Hold on. Let me. Wait a minute. That might do it. Hold on.
It's Joey.
Try that. Ha! Get ready! Time travel! Can you check the hallway, make sure we're back? I'll go check the lab, make sure that the lab is still here. Okay, lab is back. See what I'm telling you? Every time we tried to do something, he was conspiring to steal my stuff.
Well, I just don't understand it. You put money in a basket and you get funded, but he don't, and he don't get funded. And our biggest problem is funding.
The biggest problem is not just funding. Your biggest problem is you don't have the right person on your side. You see, when you bring your tithes to God and you give 10% of everything you have to God, God blesses what you have and makes it so much bigger.
But like Dr. Dark said, God is an invisible man. He doesn't exist.
If he doesn't exist, then why does Dr. Dark have to resort to stealing and thievery in order to get anything that he has?
I'm gonna have to think this over. I'm gonna have to put it in my calculations, and I'm just gonna have to think it over and figure out what Dr. Dark is missing. I just can't
I
process.
will tell you what Dr. Dark is missing. It's not giving to God, and it's not going to church. It's giving his life to God. God doesn't want your money, he wants you. We give to God so that we be able to bless other people. When I give my money to the church, I give my money to the church and give it away to God. And then what the church does with it, as long as they are being responsible and doing what God wants them to do, it helps to grow and further the kingdom of God. Why, all of these kids wouldn't even be able to go to church here if we didn't pay tithe. If they didn't go to church here, then some of them would have never known Jesus. Watch this. How many of you got saved right here in this classroom? Anybody in here got saved right here in this classroom? This is why we give to God, so that all of them would be saved. And you know what saved from? Saved from hell. There is a heaven for all of us. All of those of you that have gotten saved right here in this classroom, it's because we pay tithe. And we pay our tithes because we believe so strongly in this. Now, you're a scientist, right? You would stake everything you had on your beliefs, right? On your findings, on your scientific findings. I have scientifically found out that there is a God.
No.
Yes. Scientifically, I can find out that there is a God. Based on observable and repeatable science, I can prove to you that there is a God that exists.
Interesting.
Would you like to go back to my lab with me and find out
Yes,
some more?
I would like to learn
Let's
more.
go do that. We'll go discuss that. Let me shut this time machine down.
Oh, yeah, we wouldn't want that to get in the wrong
No,
hands.
we don't want this to happen to wind up the wrong way. Here we go. All right. Let me take you, Jerry. I'll take the time circuits with me because this is a very dangerous thing to have on hand. And we'll sit down and we'll discuss how scientifically I can prove that there is a God. Oh, dear. Almost went back in time all by myself. Let me shut down my app. Yes, I should have Max in heaven. I don't know. We'll see you later, kids, all right? Don't forget to always give to God. It's really important. Come on, Jerry. Let's go talk about it.